So if you've been following along with us on our off-grid journey, you'll know that we started this outhouse project about 6 months ago now. So we're going for the World Guinness record of the longest amount of time to build an outhouse. No, just kidding. This is our ninth day of working on the outhouse. So we've had other projects that have come up and taken priority. So now we're just framing up some walls for the outhouse. So Paul's put up the top and bottom plate of this section of the wall, and now he's just measuring up the studs. So if you're new here, my name is Tina, and about almost 2 years ago, our family bought 140 acres off the grid in Australia, and we call it Chimney Creek Farm. But if you've been following along with us on our journey for a while, you'll know that we had multiple shower and toilet tents which have been blown away in the storms. And even now that we have this outhouse with the tarp wrapped around the outside, when it's cold and rainy, it's so freezing in there. So it will be so nice to have some proper walls. So I'm just measuring up the length of the next bottom plate. I'll be taking a quick crash course in how to use a drop saw. So we're using a drill and we're using screws to secure everything together, but you could use a tack nail gun or use nails to secure everything together instead.
I met an old man. I said, tell me your story. He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got. I met a young man, searching for glory. I took out an old pen and wrote in my story. Then I kept walking on down the road. When your time is up, it's time to go. I pray he reads what's on the note and takes to heart what I wrote. I said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got. When you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. for the answers, and you'll find what you've got.
So I've been using the drop saw to measure and cut all the lengths of wood, the studs and everything, so that just I can hand it to Paul and he can just screw it into place. When we've been cutting them, we've been over measuring a little bit to make sure that every stud fits in there really tightly. So that's the reason why we need to use the hammer to get them into position. And I guess lack of money has also been a factor in how long it's been taking us to build this outhouse as well. Buying building materials is really quite expensive, so we've just been getting a little bit at a time. And the other thing is that the tin roof here, it forms condensation on the underside of it, and basically it just drips all over you when you go in there, and yeah, it's not pleasant. And we've only got a few days until winter is upon us here in Australia. I was hoping for this project to be completed by winter, so it made it more comfortable for us during those really cold months. So in Brisbane, they had outhouses till the 1960s, and I'm sure in a lot of other places in Australia they would have had them up until then at least. So Australians used to call toilets, those outhouses, dunnies, and there used to be a dunny man that used to come around with a cart and take out all the old pails of poo, basically, and then give them fresh, clean pails to put in their outhouses. So Paul is our dunny man, living the dream. And these bits of wood that are going in sideways, they have a bit of a strange name. They're called dwangs or noggins. When Paul first told me that, I thought he was making it up. Whoever made those names up must have been having a pretty boring day. I think the term dwang was actually used mostly in Scotland and New Zealand though, not Australia. We'll be running out of daylight soon, and as soon as the sun goes down, it will get freezing cold. So it's time to probably pack up and get our showers ready so that we can freshen up. I hate going to bed dirty, and we'll be able to get ourselves some dinner and settle in for the night, and we'll start again in the morning. So I'm not sure if Paul had any whiskey at this point or not, but maybe he was just feeling tired. It's been a big day for both of us. We will definitely sleep well tonight. So Paul's just using the saber saw or the reciprocating saw to cut off the ends of those floor joists. And Truffles is trying to help.
Puppy, leave mine alone. No. Oh.
So we use the rainwater from our tanks to have showers, and basically the pump pumps it up to this tap here, and we've just connected a hose, and I'll just turn the hose on. The hose goes around to a bucket where the shower is. So basically we fill this white bucket up with water from the hose, and our hot water shower system is a Companion AquaHeat lithium gas shower. It actually makes a nice warm shower. And here's the dog drinking our shower water. When I was a little girl and I used to play with dolls and read fairy tales, I thought that my knight in shining armour would come along, and I wouldn't have even been able to dream up this kind of lifestyle then. And having basically an oversized bucket for a toilet as well, just to top it off. This is actually a green loo composting toilet. And these are all the parts that go with it. And it's got a lovely porcelain toilet that's just like a regular toilet. And here we have the hemp that we use to put in the compost to help it turn into soil. So we will be helping to save the world while we're sitting down. So this is a waterless, odorless and hygienic a compost toilet with no chemicals, no fuss and not much maintenance. And we got this solar generated system. It provides a light for the toilet and also for the fan. Time to get some sleep. Say good morning to everyone, Paul. Are you excited about another day of framing walls? I know I am. I mentioned before about living this kind of lifestyle, but I suppose it's not a lifestyle, because lifestyle is something you can change or chop and change. I think this is more of a way of life rather than a lifestyle, and this kind of life is not for everyone. Some people are horrified about having a compost toilet or an outdoor shower, and it's very challenging for those kinds of people. Confronting even. A lot of people are just working in a boring job, in a boring house, in a boring cities for decades, and then just taking like 4 to 6 weeks holidays every year and thinking that that's a good life. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with a 9 to 5 job and a life in the suburbs, if that's what it really is for you. But I know that I did that for a long, long time, and I knew that I wasn't happy. I had to really ask myself what kind of life I wanted to live. I wanted to be the master of my own schedule. I wanted to be in a beautiful outdoor setting, and I wanted to have time to pursue my interests and hobbies and be challenged in new ways daily. And most of all, I just wanted peace and quiet. And I was sick of being around people who measured success by the amount of money that they were earning, or the kind of clothes they were wearing, or the kind of cars they were driving.
What the barbecue?
your eyes. Get some rest. I'm by your side. Lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day. But I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul. Hold my hand. Don't let go. I understand. I know it hurts. It wasn't fair. It's over now, so don't despair. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. I met a moment. I said, tell me your story. He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. Kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. And I looked down at what he wrote. He said, son, when you grow up, you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answer, and you'll find what you've got.
Make it 1273, 1275.
I met a young man, searching for glory. I
the wrapped up yellow thing. Yep, can you open that up? Like take the nut off.